Greetings, adventurers, and well met Master of Dungeons here on the Master of Dungeons Twitch channel, twitch.tv/the Master of Dungeons. Look at those gift subs coming in. Thundercat. All right, Thundercat got a gift sub tonight as well. Thank you all for the gift subs and the resubs and the prime subs. That's awesome. I'm going to switch over to our combat map since that's where we left off last week. Again, welcome to the channel, twitch.tv/the Master of Dungeons. It is Sunday evening. Time for some live Dungeons & Dragons play. We're heading back into Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, episode 29 tonight. Welcome to all the viewers as well as our players. It's been a long weekend for me, so we're just going to have a 2-hour stream tonight instead of a normal 3-hour stream that we normally play. We'll see how far along the adventurers get through these catacombs. It was virtual D&D weekend for me this weekend, so I've been running D&D all weekend since Friday afternoon. So we're going to finish it off tonight with some fun and see how the players interact. Yes, congratulations, Thundercat, and welcome in, everyone. All right, let's go ahead and reintroduce our characters to the viewers. So for those that might be first-time viewers, and refresh the memories for everyone else. So let's go ahead and start with Phelix. Phelix, let them know who you're playing.
I am playing Phelix, the Order of the Scribes Wizard, Lightfoot Halfling. We are level 8. With the urchin background, grew up in the city of Neverwinter, on the streets of Neverwinter, and now we're in Phandalin, or nearby moment. Searching for, I don't know, mind flares or something in this deep, dark cavern.
Still looking for that other obelisk shard that the goblin stole from Phandalin. Yeah. All right, thank you very much, Phelix. And we have Hannibal. The late, great Hannibal Kane.
Yes.
Sorry.
First thing you notice when you meet Hannibal Kane is the amazing forest of perfectly groomed chest hair. First time last week, we got to see Hannibal flex the way of the Ascendant Dragon wings and fly. That was some pretty cool dragon shit. He loves swinging his beautiful battle axe Hugh, and he loves swinging his fists. And he loves adventuring with his 3 friends through Phandelver.
All right, thank you, Hannibal. And then we have Ulmor Wakefield.
Yes, I'm playing Ulmor Wakefield, the half-orc bard-barian, if you will. He is ready to take on any challenge if he's presented one, and he will not back down out of any dangerous situation if he is challenged to do so, which is not the smartest thing to do, and since he's not that bright, it often happens. He's ready to go.
Yes, in the South, here in the States, Ulmor would get a lot of, oh, bless your heart.
Oh, he would. In the southern states, he would get, bless his heart, bless your.
All right. And then, of course, their companion that they are traveling with is their NPC friend that was aforementioned, Shae Moonrise. She is a wood elf cleric that happens to be a Twilight domain and a worshiper of Illustre and Salune. And then last session, everyone go ahead and start with the inspiration if you don't have it from last session. And last session, someone knocked on the door and said, Ulmor, it's for you. And Ulmor opened the door to the south in this cavern. You happen to see a number of creatures, a couple of elementals, which you've seen before because you had fought some of them up in the not in the crypt itself, but actually in Talhundreth, above, in the library, if you recall. And there's another creature, very odd-looking creature, standing there as well. It has some stumpy legs. Let me see if I can open its character sheet here and give you a little version of what the creature looks like. For those watching, you are seeing my view as the Dungeon Master, so do your best not to share anything you see on the GM layer. A little slow tonight. Lots of players using Roll20 this weekend, that's for sure. But the creature has what appears to be a maul on the top of its head. And the creatures seem to be talking to one another in a very odd language. Oh, there we go. The binocular. Here's what the creature looks like.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I remember one of those from a circus in 3.5.
3 stumpy legs, 3 clawed hands, a maw, and an eye. And they seem to be speaking about something. You're not really sure exactly what they're saying, as the language seems very guttural and undecipherable. But Felix, you kind of look over and you see Sharon kind of cock her head to the side, almost as if she understands what they're saying. And she kind of walks up to Ulmor and kind of puts her hand on the back of your shoulder. Ulmor kind of reaches up and says, be patient. They seem to be searching for something. And they kind of turn around as you open the door, and they stop talking, and they just stand there frozen in place for a moment, not sure of what to do.
Okay. Well, Ulmor will look back over at Shelrin and say, I think we interrupted their party. Should we shut the door?
I can understand their language. Perhaps I might be able to translate for you. Because you do have
Good.
a
I
fairly,
didn't know.
because you do have a fairly decent charisma, right? As you're a bard as
He does.
well, yeah.
Mhm.
So she says that she'll translate for you if you wish.
Yeah, sure.
Approach cautiously.
And Ulmor will kind of best he can do. He kind of look with his shield and his staff, kind of make he doesn't look menacing.
Mm-hmm.
He'll say, "All right, I'm gonna go in."
I'm
He'll
right behind you.
He steps in the doorway and stops about right here.
Okay. Now you
Actually,
do
I'll go
note the creature kind of eyes you suspiciously and steps back.
and then
Sharon is right behind you,
I'll
and she
say-
says something in an odd language, and she whispers to you, I said that we mean them no harm."
okay, and I will sort of take a low kind of bow and just kind of like try to look like I'm not threatening in any way.
Okay.
And if Shelrin can tell them that we mean them no harm, we're only passing through, and we be of assistance. If you can say that in their language.
Certainly. She starts to speak. It's not the exact same language that you heard them speaking, but the creatures do seem to recognize what she is saying, as they were. Go ahead, Felix, give me an Arcana check if you would, or History check. That's fine as well.
Probably Arcana. That's definitely better. Arcana. 15.
You're not really, obviously you don't know the language yourself, as you mentioned you speak Common and Halfling, but you've heard that people, elementals and such like that, have their own tongues, but there is a language that can be understood by those that speak these languages known as primordial, and that's what Sharon seems to be speaking. And you see the small, and basically I'm going to talk as if the creature itself is talking to you. That way I don't have to, say it twice and such.
Okay.
But the creature kind of looks to the other two, kind of moves his claws in their direction slightly, and steps just a little bit forward and says, "Zoklork, me." And then Sharon says, "They want to know your name. This is Zoklork."
And I'll say, how do you say Ulmor, me?
"Ulmor," she says.
Okay. And I'll sort of kind of do the same thing, kind of bow and put my staff over my chest and kind of try to look non-menacing. I'll say, Ulmor.
And then he begins to start speaking his guttural tongue. And in the translation, it seems his name is Zoklork. Let me go ahead and put that in chat for you.
Zoklork.
What a great name for a Zorn.
Zoklork the Zorn. Definitely. And Ulmor stands there and just nods his head slowly like he's understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Rose his brow like,
And goes on to explain that Zoklork came here a few years ago with their rock mate. and kind of looking confused. Sharon kind of looks confused for a few moments, and it begins speaking to her again, and she's like, "Oh, it would be akin to a sibling," she says to you all in common. And Zockler continues that they were in search of delicious amethysts that the Svervneblin had left behind. The Earth Elementals were already here, and like Zoklork, they find the ever-shifting mud of the toppled tower here, as you see behind them. Again, as mentioned, this east side of the room bears a strange angled structure, as though a squat tower tipped over sideways and kind of fell through the wall, which is you should be able to see right here.
Yes.
And that the find the ever-shifting mud of this toppled tower strangely fascinating. Unfortunately, Zoklork's rockmate found and ate all of the amethysts, even though Zoklork was clear about wanting to share. And then you see the creature's eye kind of shift down to the ground, and Sharon says, "Ooh, this doesn't sound good." And relates that the rockmate lumbered from the enclave and into a roper ambush. And that the ropers killed and ate Zoklork's rockmate, including the amethyst in the rockmate's gut.
Oh, you tell him, and I'll say.
And you see Zoklork kind of stamp with one of his stubby legs and says, Zoklork is angry at the ropers and really wants those amethysts back.
Can I go back and grab one of the roper's tentacles?
You could go back and check the ropers' bodies.
Yeah, I think I will. I don't know if they could totally see me.
So
Sure.
I was gonna say Ulmor would
I'll
get Sheldon to just tell him that that we fought some ropers and we killed the ropers, and we may have some amethysts, but we would like to help them if we can. We're just passing through. We don't like ropers either.
Yeah, let them know we killed them. I'll go
Okay.
wander up, and I will investigate. What would you like me
You
to do?
can easily sift through the remains of the ropers. You kind of have to, get in there, perhaps maybe pull out like a knife from your kit or something like that, and are able to pull. You can use Hue to kind of hack through them and get down to their stomachs. So you do find there's 4 amethysts.
All right, I'll take the 4 amethysts and one of the roper's Phelix and bring it back down. I think I will. He will go back on my back.
Okay.
And I will hand the amethyst to Shaelrin and just make a gesture.
Okay. And she will pass the amethyst over to you, Ulmor.
Oh, okay.
Eat them.
I'll take the amethyst, and I'll kind of like sniff it and kind of bite on it a little bit, like it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say, and I'll hold it out, and I'll I was presenting it to you, and I'll say, Ulmor, Zoklork, here,
Okay.
offering to give it to him.
And the creature does step forward, hesitantly at first, and then Shaelrin, you hear Shaelrin in her tone with her language, with her voice, of course, obviously to you sounds reassuring. And the creature does step forward, but the elementals do kind of move forward well in a almost protective way.
Okay.
And Zoklork will accept the amethyst from you, and you see he lets out a high-pitched shriek, which Shaelrin immediately kind of grabs your bicep and says, he's just excited and very happy.
Okay. And I sort of, I kind of bow up and I look back by my friends, and I'll just say, and I'll make the similar kind of shriek. I'm trying to say that I'm happy too.
Oh.
You're a bard. Yeah. I'm a bard. I can imitate and sing and be silly. You want me to do a persuasion check or a performance check?
Sure, yeah, give me a performance check. Go ahead and make it with advantage, since you don't really know the language, but you've kind of got a rhythm for it. 15, perfect, yeah. You're able to imitate that, and you can see it lets out another shriek like that, even more excited that you were trying to relay the same emotion that it's feeling. And with that, it actually does mention, be careful. There are creatures about. Dangerous creatures lurk through the caverns and the ruins of this place, whatever this place is, it says.
And after the translation, I'll say, like, more ropers? Do we know any more? Are there any more ropers ahead? Ropers?
It says not that it knows of. The only ropers that it knew of were the ones that you encountered. But it says many subterranean creatures of the Underdark roam these halls still. Oh, do you want the tower?
Do we want the tower? And she said, "Oh, okay."
And they point. They
yeah.
point to this tower down here.
Yes, we would like to go through the tower.
And it whispers. It says some words and kind of starts at you would think it'd be a whisper to its voice. It's like stuff like that. And you see Sharon whisper, "That tower is something very similar to a Darren's instant fortress. Something different. They say that is an item from the plane of Earth."
Oh, and I'll say, "That sounds great." And then I'll look back at Sharon. Does that mean? A tower we can take?
It's called a Mudslick's Tower. They've given me the command word, but they say that they would like to move on now that they've recovered the amethysts.
Certainly. We'll take the tower off of your hands.
And
my best imitation.
And again, with the thanks, the Zorn and the Earth elementals disappear into the ground beneath their feet, kind of burrowing down into the cave. The floor of the cave. There we go. Long weekend with D&D. The floor of the cave, and leave you to the room.
And Ulmor will kind of step forward and see where they went into the ground, and kind of just looks at it, and it's like, wow, that's cool. I wish I could do that. And I say, Hannibal, it's all clear. You can come out and fight now.
I jump in, plant my feet, swing you over my shoulder, and just ready. Casey at the bat, looking around.
And the room does have, again, I'll go ahead and read the description again for you. Give me a second here. The east side of the room obviously bears a strange angled structure as though a squat tower tips sideways and fell to the wall. Muddy knobs protrude and retract from it. Its irregular surface in a slow hypnotic motion. You saw the creatures that were grunting in their grunting language, but they have, of course, left. But there's a number of boulders over in the southwestern corner as well.
I'll sniff around the boulders.
Sure. Go ahead and as you make your way down there, go ahead and give me investigate. Perfect. You do note that there's also seems to be a strong box, kind of hidden back behind the boulders.
What'd you find, Hannibal?
I hand it over to our party strong box, and I say, "Look, check this out, Ulmor."
Pick it up and see if it's got the lock on it. And
it does not have a lock. It's just got a latch.
Oh, I kind of set it down, and I'll.
I'm gonna step back.
Yeah. Okay. I'll open it, and I open it.
It is filled with gold coins.
Yes. Yes.
1,300 gold coins, as a matter of fact.
All right. My goodness. We've hit it. We've hit the Jill pot. Look at all these coins. 1,300. Nice. Like a note.
And Felix, go ahead and give me an Arcana check, please, too.
16.
Excellent. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and show you what the item is now that they've described it to you. They've given Shaelrin the command words to shrink it and resize it. But that is a Mudslick Tower.
Mudslick Tower.
Use an action to place this 1-inch diameter granite sphere on the ground and speak a command word, which is Petrification and Terran. The sphere rapidly grows into a stout tower that remains until you use an action to touch the tower and speak the command word again, whereupon the tower shrinks back to its 1-inch diameter granite sphere. The tower must be empty to shrink in this way. It bristles with muddy knobs that constantly extrude and retract across its surface as though the tower were breathing through a coating of thick mud. Each creature in the area where the tower appears must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or take 10d10 bludgeoning damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. In either case, the creature is pushed to an unoccupied space outside but next to the tower. Objects in the area that aren't being warded or carried take this damage and are pushed automatically. Whenever it expands, the Mudslick Tower merges with any natural stone it touches, awkwardly tipping and wedging itself to touch as much natural stone as it can. It's 20 feet on a side and 30 feet high with arrow slits on all sides and battlements atop it. The interior is divided into 2 floors with a ladder running along one wall to connect them. The ladder ends at a trap door leading to the roof. When activated, the tower is a small door with a side facing you. The door opens your command, which you can speak as a bonus action. It is immune to the knock spell and similar magic, such as that of a chime of opening. Although it looks like stone, the tower is made of adamantine. And its magic prevents creatures from tipping it over. The roof, the door, the walls each have 100 hit points, immune to damage from non-magical weapons, excluding siege weapons, and resistance to all damage. When merged with natural stone, the Mudslick Tower has immunity to all damage. Only a wish spell can repair the tower. Thus, this is the use of the spell counts as replicating a spell of 8th level or lower, and each casting of which causes the roof, the door, or one wall to regain 50 hit points.
Oh.
Very cool. How often can it be used? Missed that part. Let's see. It can be
Your
used.
sound cut out there, Ulmor.
Oh, I was asking how often can it be used?
It doesn't say.
Whenever you can use the action to do it.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
okay. I was looking for like once per day or once per week.
Nope, nothing like that.
Nice.
On the bad guys over and over and over.
All right. I'll
If you got
say.
space, just keep in mind you don't want to cause a cave in and kill yourself.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, this seems like a really good thing for somebody to carry that might not cause an accident. Phelix, this is a magic thing. Do you want to hold it?
I'll hold it.
Here's your marble. Hold out the granite marble.
Well, it hasn't been shrunk yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Well, then, yeah, I say you should shrink that thing and give that to. Keep it secret.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Safe. I didn't say you said it. All right. Yes. Keep it safe.
So who's going to step forward? Sharon does tell you the command word. Who wants to shrink it?
I'll shrink it.
All right, so you have to go over there and touch it.
All right. It's this right here, right?
Yep.
All right.
As you shrink the tower, it disappears into that granite-sized ball. But on the other side of it, let me double check to make sure that everyone can see it. Yes, Ulmor can barely make it out. Phelix, you do have your dark vision as well now from the blessing of Dumathoin that you received from clearing the crypts. You see these two creatures, they have picks in their hands as if they were trying to damage the tower on the other side to no avail. But they look at you in shock, and then they start shouting something at you, and they turn as if they're going to run. What are you going to do?
All right. So I can't see the creatures on the map right now. Is it like, are they?
Yeah, you should be able to see them. Your vision shows that you see them. Oh, wait, they might be on the GM layer. Hold on.
Yeah, I can't see them either.
They are on the GM layer. I can see them.
I can see the door, but I can't see the.
Okay.
Now I see one. Yeah. Oh, two barely. Okay.
What do they look like?
We got pickaxes, and they're look like they're kind of ugly, goblin-y looking things.
They definitely look very, very strange. Again, roll 20 a little slow tonight, but that's all good. This just means he's getting a lot of use. Did you have to open the Jump Gate beta for everyone too, by the way? And that's getting ready to go mainstream. So we're going to be switching probably a lot of our games over to Jump Gate, which is supposed to actually help with loading times and all of that. Probably talk about that a little bit this Tuesday on our Dungeons and Deliberations stream, 7 p.m. Yep. Let's go load up the character sheet. There we go.
Okay.
Go ahead and select your tokens and roll initiative, please, because they are going to advance towards you.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. I thought they were going to run away. I was going to say, hey.
yeah, that's what I thought
No, they were
too. I was gonna put.
they were going to be getting to run towards you. My apologies.
Okay. I was going to say, hey, where are you going? I was going to do my best. Of the movie, I was like, move my mouth. You want to fight? Fight me.
Fight me. Nice. I think that's more Hannibal appropriate.
Him. Definitely him.
All right, Ulmor, just need your initiative. There we go. Perfect. All right, we'll sort this ascending, and the first to react is Hannibal.
Excellent. So the tower is gone.
Yeah, I just removed the lighting. The tower's still on the map there, but I just removed the lighting, so consider it not to be there.
25, 30, 35. Guess I will skirt up to here. Oh, I do have range stuff. I am going to kick the Breath of the Dragon. I'm going to choose it to be fire. And I'm going to do a 20-foot cone. That's not going to reach, huh? 5, 10, 15, 20.
It's not going to reach, unfortunately.
Well, then, and what I meant to say was a 30-foot line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Are you sure you didn't mean spin a key point and you step in the wind?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Are you sure you didn't mean spin a key point and you step of the wind?
No, I'm going to wait for them to come into here because I don't know what's around this.
Fair enough.
See if there's a... yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, fair enough. You also can see there's a door to the north there, too.
Yeah, and yep. I'd rather bring them into here than take the fight into the hall.
All right, so the line's only going to get the one right there in front of you.
Yep, that's fine. That is fine. He needs to make a dex save.
Okay. And you said fire damage?
I said fire damage.
Dex save 16. It will fail its save. Go ahead and roll your dice.
$2d8, right? Or 2d6. 2d6. Nice. There we go. And since he's almost dead, I'm going to take my second attack. Will be use my shortcut button. I'm going to throw a dart.
Oh, that will hit.
Excellent. Dart will do some damage. 1d4 plus 3. Because my dex is 3. Yep. And that will be my turn.
All right, the creatures are up. They shout in Undercommon.
Yes.
Intruders! Intruders!
Oh no.
And you can see that they're kind of looking about, and with their blind sight, they rush you, Hannibal.
Yep. I call back to Ulmor. Found him.
AC of
Holy
23 for 5 bludgeoning and 4 piercing.
Take that off my temp first.
And the second one will attack.
Nice.
AC of 21 for 7 bludgeoning and 1 piercing.
So that's 8. So I'll drop my last 3 temp and 5 real. Mathing well.
Phelix, you're up.
I'm gonna mind sliver the one that Hannibal hit. So that is
Int save.
DC 16 int.
It will make it save.
Never mind.
Just warning you guys, I've been rolling hot for saves for the monsters all weekend.
Oh boy.
Look at Felix at the camera. He's like, son of a bitch.
Oh boy.
Anything else, Felix?
No. No, that's
Any movement?
there's no pit behind him, is there? Something I can shove him into?
No.
Okay. Nope, that'll be it then.
All right. Sheldon is up. She's going to Toll the Dead. Maybe. There we go. It's going to attempt its wisdom save. It will fail, and that one will die.
Ah.
She is going to then pull out her weapon, Lightbringer, and kind of step in front of Felix with her shield out as well. Ulmor, you are up.
Ulmor bangs his shield with his staff and just lets out a large yell in the almost the Exorn language and feels inspired and says, "It's clobbering time." And I will run forward and swing my staff at this one. Raging.
Okay. Raging.
Raging. Raging.
14 will hit.
See.
That is for 12 points of damage. That will kill that one.
Ooh. Okay. I'll just step up beside Hannibal and just kind of stand there breathing heavily. Where's the rest of them?
All right.
And enter.
Top of round 2. This door over here opens. Hannibal, you're up.
Well, stupid is
Advantage
it?
to Hannibal from Fingers. Advantage on your next C20 roll.
35. Beautiful. 5, 10, 15. My 35 would be to there, not to the back one. So I can cone these cuties. Right? Yeah. Breath of the Dragon. Drop a second Breath of the Dragon, cone style. guess fire again. Breath of the dragon.
What is your dexterity? What is your DC save? 13? 15.
No, 15.
Right, the one right by the door. Go ahead and roll your 2 dice for me.
Yeah.
Nice. One right beside you. We'll make it save, taking 5.
No.
The one down there at the bottom will attempt its dex save. Taking 10.
Nice. Dead. 1 pixel.
1 pixel.
All right. I will throw a ninja star in the shape of a dart at the one to the south. I think an 18 hit.
18 will hit. Killing that one.
Alrighty. That would be my go.
All right, the creatures are up.
What? What?
What?
The what?
I yell back to Ulmor. Found him.
The one to the north swings his club. Missing.
Scared him.
The one to the northeast swings its club. Hitting for 7 bludgeoning and 4 piercing.
He's not scared.
And the one to the east swings its club. Missing. Phelix, you're up.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pull out the wand of magic missiles. Let's see, that does 7 charges, welding at 1 charge. You cast first level version. The first level version has
3 missiles.
3 missiles. So I'm gonna use 2 extra charges
To give you 5
to
missiles.
give me 5 missiles. I'm gonna do 1 at the one that's already hurt,
Okay.
and then 2 at the other 2
Okay.
each.
All right. So each missile will do how much damage? Give it a roll.
5 force.
5. Nice. So the one in the front that is already wounded takes 5. The other ones take 10 each.
Yep.
For those watching, obviously this looks familiar with this party.
That's max damage too, isn't it? Yeah, it's a D4 plus 1. That's max damage.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Anything else from Phelix?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move my manifest mind down next to me.
Okay.
At least it's closer.
End of turn?
End of turn.
All right. Shaelrin is up. She's going to step forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there, making sure that Ulmor still has room through. She's going to go ahead and do another. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull that down onto her bar here. Maybe. There we go. You name it real quick. Ooh, Toll the Dead. All right. She's going to toll the dead on the one to the north of Hannibal. It's going to attempt its wisdom saving throw. Oh, that was dead.
Yay, dice.
Ulmor, you are up.
Okay, I run right here, and I will swing the staff at this guy.
Swing away. AC of 13 will miss. No, it will hit. Sorry, it will hit.
It will hit. Okay, I will swing. It's a damage.
That one is dead.
And second swing, I will swing at the one right beside Hannibal.
Okay.
Go.
23.
That one will hit. Killing that one as well.
Bang. Where's the rest of them?
Anything else, Ulmor?
Step here and just stand right there beside Hannibal at the doorway.
Okay, as you step around, you see something peculiar.
I see something peculiar.
You
Yes,
do.
I do.
Do you see it?
I do see it.
Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like.
Okay. See a head that's looking peculiar. Oh, yeah. Okay.
You see the creature that's on the throne? That's what you see.
Okay, that's what I see. Oh, boy. As I'm raging, I look at it, and I'm still, resisting the urge to just swing at something. But a part of me just kind of
Happy you wore brown
feels-
pants?
yeah, brown pants here in the brown mud. Yeah, I'm like, oh,
All right.
okay.
The creature is up. Let us see what he's going to do to torture you all.
Great.
He is going to step over here. Disadvantage to the DM for the Mind Flare. I will keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and move him over to here. Let me put the disadvantage for his next D20 roll. Oops. Let's do this. Oops.
Awesome. Fingers, way to go.
There we go. A little slow. I'm going to go ahead and close Shaelren's sheet. I thought it was working okay, but now it's acting up again. Disadvantage to his next roll. But he is not going to roll on this turn, as he is going to blast, the Mind Blast, Hannibal and
No.
Hannibal and Ulmor. Please give me a intelligence saving throw.
No problem.
Look at Phelix. He's like, no shit.
Yeah. I'm going to use my inspiration for this one.
Okay.
All.
And, okay.
All right.
Still.
So it's 5d8 plus 4 psychic damage. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage, right?
Oh.
I had advantage from fingers.
That was on your attack roll with the dart that you threw down to the one to the south.
Oh,
yes.
damn. Okay.
Good try.
Nice try, though. 26 psychic damage, and both of you are stunned for 1 minute.
Oof.
At the end of your turn, you can make a saving throw again to try to end the effect on yourself.
Okay.
That was his action, because he can't do anything else. He only do those for his multi attack, but he used that as his normal action. Cool. And at will, That brings us around to the top of the round. Hannibal, at the end of your turn, you may make a intelligence saving throw.
So I'm not charmed or frightened, right? I didn't hear what exactly the condition was.
You are stunned.
Stunned. Roger.
We'll go ahead and pull up a stun condition. I need to really go through and add with the handout in here for you all as well that I put in some of my virtual D&D weekend tables. That way it actually has a handout that allows you to see the stun, all of the conditions, the token markers we use for that. But for you all and those watching, I'll put this in the Twitch chat as well. Stunned creature is incapacitated. Can't move and can't speak, and can speak only faltering. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saves, and attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Excellent. Yeah, I was trying to figure out which one. I know my stillness of mind removed a couple, but that's not one of them.
And then you're incapacitated as well because of the stunned, and that is what incapacitation does right there.
Yeah.
So at the end of your turn, you may make another intelligence saving throw, Hannibal.
I'm going to cash in my inspiration.
All right.
Well.
So DC is 16. Oh, looks like we got the right two in front, didn't we, Felix? I see you laughing there on camera.
Did I win?
All right,
Yeah,
Felix.
I win.
You're not sure what they're fighting, Felix. You just could see that they're both stunned, standing right there. But you are up, Felix.
All right. All right. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet. Can't see anything else.
Redeemed automatic saving throw. She's for Ulmor. Look at that.
Yes. Yes. All right.
I was going to say, she's reached, this is what, 32, 31 on your streak? Anything, what's going through this?
32.
You moved up there? 32, nice.
All right. The question is, do I? No. I'm gonna use my telekinetic push to pull Hannibal 5 feet out of the doorway, and pull him backwards towards.
Okay, he
towards
automatically fails saves even if he wanted to resist because he's stunned.
Yep. And I'm going to hold a spell for a
Ready in action?
ready in action. I think I'll ready a chromatic orb for now.
All right, readying a chromatic orb. But keep in mind, if you do not use your reaction by the time it's your turn, you will expend that first level spell slot.
Right.
All right, Sharon is up. Sharon does not know what is going on either, but she's going to go 5, 10, 15 to here.
Yeah.
She lets out a gasp. But she will move down here and cast a second level spell. Immediately casting Spiritual Weapon, which will horribly miss. But we'll pull out her Spiritual Weapon, though, as a bonus action. And then she is also going to go ahead then and cast a cantrip. Since she cast a leveled spell as a bonus action, she can still cast a cantrip. She's going to go ahead and Toll the Dead on the creature. hoping that she can get something there. The creature does have disadvantage on its saving throw, but it does have magic resistance, which will offset it, so it has to make a straight roll. It does not get the benefit of its magic resistance because of the disadvantage that was redeemed. So it's going to attempt its wisdom saving throw, just a straight roll without its magic resistance. Oh, nice. For 6 necrotic damage. I do not believe it has any resistances whatsoever to that. Nice. All right. That is the end of Sheldon's turn. Ulmor, at the end of your turn, you automatically make your saving throw due to the redemption from Sheaves.
Woohoo!
Awesome. I just stand there and just say, squid head man. And then I say it loud enough so Felix can hear and everybody else, squid head man. And try to shake it off.
All right. And you do, but let's go ahead and at the beginning of the Mind Flayer's turn, we're going to see if he recharges his Mind Blast, which is a recharge of a 5 or 6.
Oops, sorry.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He is going to float back over to here. Actually, no, he's not going to float down that far. Ah, shit. Okay, never mind. Actually, no, he's going to stay in position, and he's just going to attack Shaelrin. He does have his Mind Blast recharged, but he's going to go ahead and multi-attack. He's going to make a tentacle attack, and then he will be firing a disadvantage with an Eldritch Blast at Shaelrin. Eldritch Bolt first, missing. And then the tentacle attack. Ooh! Will crit Shaelrin for 31 psychic damage. So we're going to take the 12 off first. And we'll do 19 psychic damage to her. And she is grappled. Let's put the grapple token marker on her. And she must succeed on a DC 16 intelligence save or has a stun condition until the grapple ends. So she is going to attempt her saving throw. Game Master Eric, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Attempting her saving throw. Intelligence saving throw. She makes her save. She is not stunned. Hannibal, you are up. At the end of your turn, you may make your saving throw again.
I blink angrily at Phelix and Ulmor, and that's okay.
Oh, goodness.
Pacing myself.
All right, Felix, you're up. You deal with their fighting. You did hear Sheldon shout out, "Player."
Yeah. And Omar said Squid Man or Squid Head Man. So
Yep.
Let's see. 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, good.
Advantage
I can
to
see.
Hannibal on your next D20 roll. Hannibal, you have advantage. I mean, you even have a better save than what Sheldon does. She has a +0 to her intelligence save. All right, yes, you can see the creature. Currently, you see Sheldon kind of up in the air as the creature has her gripped in one of his tentacles.
I don't want to do that. That would be mean.
And obviously, I kind of figure what your bonus action is going to be, right?
I actually hadn't thought ahead to a bonus action yet. So
You don't forget to go ahead and drop one of your spell slots for level 1 spells.
Yep, I did that. All right, I'm going to do the bonus action first and telekinetic push Shelrin out of the
Gotcha. So she's no longer grappled.
out of the grip.
So for those watching, forced movement can break a grapple, and with telekinetic they can fail to save. So Shaelrin is freed from the grappling of the tentacle. And then your regular action, Felix.
Um, I'm going to upcast Chromatic Orb to 3rd level.
Okay. Fire away.
And I'm going to use, let's see, what do I have? Use necrotic damage.
Okay.
So do that. 27 to hit.
That will hit.
And we're going to cast it at level 3 for 20 points of necrotic.
Nice. 20 points of necrotic damage. End of turn?
Yeah, that's everything I can do.
All right, we're going to go to Shaelrin. But before we continue with Shaelrin, we do have an ad break coming up here in just a little bit of time. So go ahead and stretch your legs. For those watching, stretch your legs, use the restroom, grab some snacks, refresh your beverages, and we will come back and talk to you on the other side of the ad break, and we'll see what's going on with how this battle with the Mind Flayer turns out. So stick around. We'll be back in a few. All right, back on this side of the ad break. Oops, let's go back to our combat screen. There we go. It is Sheldon's turn. She was released from the Mind Flayer by the bonus action of Phelix using his telekinetic abilities. She is going to first use her bonus action to attack with a spiritual weapon. And if 15 hits on the numbers, I do have to adjust this. You do note that the creature does have an arcane shimmering. Felix, you recognize it as mage armor, but the 15 does hit the creature, and she will do 7 force damage. I'm sorry, 6 force damage and 1 radiant, so 7 points. Oops, no. There we go. But now that she's pushed back out of the reach of the creature, she's actually going to step back a little bit farther into the room to hopefully give it different targets to have to worry about in different areas. She is going to use her action to throw up her Twilight Sanctuary. She's actually going to move over to here. There we go. And that is a d6 plus her level of 8. So 10 temporary hit points if you do not have any temporary hit points at the end of your turn. And that is her turn. Ulmor. Unfortunately, your rage is down, though.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Gotta take that off. Rage is down.
How many rages do you have a day? Your sound cut out again.
Sorry. I've got 3, so I've only got 1 left.
Gotcha. So if you want to use that, feel free.
Yeah, I think I should. I'm going to use it. Get raging once again. And put that back up. Mind. Yeah, I guess I'm going to. Granted, where he is. Yeah. In true Ulmor fashion, he would run and at least would have enough combat savvy to not get in the way of other people, at least at the best he can, and go here.
Okay.
And swing away. Spider staff.
21 will strike true. You will note that the creature is affected by the poison as well.
All right.
So
definitely swinging.
15 points.
Swinging again. 24.
Disadvantage to the Mind Flayer yet again. Nice. AC of
Yes.
24 will hit, yes. Looks like for 11 more.
And with that, oh no, I already used bonus action for my rage. So, okay. All right. That'll be in turn for me then.
All right. The creature is up. It is going to cast a spell on Ulmor.
Great. Oh boy.
You will have advantage on the saving throw because you are fighting the creature.
Okay. All right.
Your spell save is 16. Spell save DC is 16. So a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Done so far. Good so far. Let's keep it up. Oof. No. No.
You feel a telekinetic, like a telepathic link, Ulmor. You hear it say, Kill the dwarf outside the door. And it's going to
Okay.
actually move down to here. Top of the round, Hannibal, you have advantage on this saving throw from the redemption.
Intelligence, right?
Yes, sir. DC is 16.
We got this.
You've got
Intelligence
it.
roll. Take 3.
Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that. You, at the end of your turn, you are no longer stunned. Felix, you are up.
All right. Oh, I can't see it anymore. I'm gonna walk into the room to here. That's a 10 feet. Cool. I can see him down there.
You do note and look that Ulmor has turned in your direction and looking towards the door with that hateful rage in his eyes.
Mm-hmm. All right. That was 10. All right. 15, 20, 25 to there.
Telepathically, real quick, telepathically, you hear in your head, Ulmor, use your reaction to hit him.
Okay. So I'll swing my staff. Just one swing of the staff to attack?
Yep, that's just the one reaction. Oh, nice. That's what's called karma, right? All right, Felix. You feel a whiff of air as Ulmer's staff just like swings at you, and you see him kind of look back to you as he looks back out the door.
All right. I'm going to do Rhymes Binding Ice.
Okay.
In the direction of the Mind Flayer.
Keeping it cold damage this time?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it cold damage.
Okay. Don't worry about pulling out the template. You're fine.
Yeah. No, I just got to pull the right thing for the damage. That. Yeah, it's a regular level.
All right. He is going to have disadvantage on his saving throw, which will offset his magic resistance. Cheese is really, or Fingers is really good this time about offsetting the magic resistance of the creature. We'll go ahead and remove that right there. It will attempt its straight Constitution save. Oops. I want to select the creature and just use the ones that are up here. There we go. DC 16. It will fail. Good job on the redemption of the disadvantage. Obviously, if it doesn't have advantage or disadvantage, we take the left number. That is a 5. It will fail. And it will be restrained, right? No, it's just here. It's speed goes to 0.
Yep.
So speed.
Creature hindered by ice that reduced to 0. Successful save.
There we go. And he takes 9 cold.
Yep.
And then he will have to make a Constitution saving throw for concentration on his dominate monster on Ulmor. Going to attempt his concentration check. Constitution saving throw. Waiting to hear if I hear any chings from the. Here we go. Going to make the roll. He will make the save. DC was 10. All right. Anything else, Felix?
That was my action and my movement. I'm going to bring my manifest mind closer.
Okay.
10, 15, 5, that's 30. And I'm going to yell out to Hannibal, hey, I think Ulmer's, I think something happened with Ulmer. He might hit you.
Okay.
And go with that.
All right. Shaelryn is up. She is going to use an action. She's going to step over to here. She's going to use an action to cast her Spirit Guardians. And then as a bonus action, she's going to move the spiritual weapon down and attack the creature. Hitting. For 7 more damage, and it's got to make another saving throw. Attempting its Constitution save. DC 10. It will succeed. It is still concentrating. Ulmor, you're up.
Ooh, okay.
Go kill the dwarf.
Stepping across the threshold of the door, I turn and I see the dwarf. I'm like, oh, I hate you, dwarf. I'm getting you. I swing my staff.
Hitting Hannibal.
Oh. I swing my staff once again after
For 14.
10.
Oh, wait, hold on, real quick. Hold on 1 second. No, you're fine. I just got to re-roll her. If you, it's only 9 temporary hit points if you're below 9.
Okay, gotcha.
So that looks like 14 points, Hannibal. Are you
Yep.
resistant to the poison damage or anything like that?
Double check.
I think he is.
Joys of dwarfdom.
Yeah.
So only 12 points then.
Nice.
Swing again.
Hitting again. Or only 8 to 10 points since that poison is down to 3. And don't
8.
forget to take that off of your just 10 points. It's a 7 from the rage and 3 from the poison. So 10. But don't forget to take it off your temporary hit points first. That 10 points off your temps. There you go. All right, so that would be Ulmer's turn, right?
That's it.
That's all he told you to do. Yeah, he didn't tell you to do anything else. All right. The creature first will need to make a wisdom saving throw against Shaelryn's DC of 15 for the Spirit Guardians. It does have advantage because of its magic resistance. Wow. It will fail. And I don't want to pull up her character sheet because that was giving us a little bit of lag. So let's double check the spell. I believe the amount of damage that she's doing radiant damage. This is what she always does. And it's 3d8. So 3d8. Doing 12 points of radiant damage to the creature. It will attempt its con save one more time for its concentration. DC is 10.
Ah.
Ulmor, you are no longer dominated.
Yeah. All right. Shaking it off, looking confused, looking at Hannibal. Like,
It cannot move because of the Rhymes Binding Ice. However, it is going to cast a spell and leave.
oh,
Taking you out of combat. You guys just defeated your first Mind Flayer. Congratulations.
ooh. Well, that counts as a win.
I think so, yes. It was a great job.
Yes.
You guys had it down pretty far. Hannibal got down pretty far as well.
Yeah.
Your head shakes clear, Ulmor, and you see yourself standing in front of Hannibal. and you have his blood on your staff.
I punch him.
Okay. I take it and I'm like, what the hell happened? Sorry.
You attacked me, you fool.
Why'd you make me so mad? I was angry.
Everyone go up to
Wait.
14 temporary hit points.
There was a voice in my head that said to kill you. That damn squid head, I think.
Listen
That
to
what
the
did it?
voice in your head that says pancakes.
Oh, I do that often. Pancakes, ale, steaks, whiskey, bread.
Nothing in here. What are you guys doing?
Sharon and Felix turn to you like, you son of a bitch.
What?
It does seem that Sharon and Felix do seem to be I think Sharon and Felix are the one that took down the Medusa, weren't they? No, Hannibal was there for the Medusa. That's right.
Mhm.
Felix and Ulmor were down fighting the Caleb Dur
Elementals.
creatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
I point over to the stone throne and I was like, what happened to the guy that was sitting on that thing?
Vanished.
Squid head.
He escaped, but we were able to defeat him. One moment, friends. And she says, I'm going to do my best to heal our wounds. And she is going to cast a spell. She's going to cast Aura of Vitality.
Reviews our kits this time. All right.
You've had a short rest since then.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go ahead and do that first before we do that. So it's D6 plus 4 plus your level. So it's a D6 plus 12 for each one of you. So Hannibal first for 16 back. Ulmor next for 15 back. Felix is fine. And for her, it'll be 16. Unfortunately, Ulmor, she can't heal you over your maximum.
Right. I got to subtract one on there. There we go.
But she is still going to go ahead and use the third level spell to cast Aura of Vitality. With Aura of Vitality, she has 10 rounds of 2d6, I believe, up to a minute. Yes, 2d6. So the first one, she's going to send one to herself to heal herself back to full. And then she's going to send the other 9 rounds to Hannibal. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 12, 20, 38. Does that get you to full?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, it should.
Oh, yeah. Trying that trick Ulmor just taught me.
And obviously the rest of them are expended when the spell expires, which takes about a minute to get the benefits of that spell. Let me go down to where we're at. We're in this room here. The room itself, the east wall of the room bears several arrow slits. You note that the south wall contains an enormous map drawn in charcoal with numerous arrows and notes across it. A stone throne sits against the west wall.
Ulmor is interested in the map. He kind of starts looking at it and breaks out his cartography tools and kind of thinking he would like to try to figure something out about that map.
The map drawn on the wall shows the obelisk reassembled with all 7 parts. You see 3 stylized mind flayers around it, sequestered in an underground stronghold deep beneath Phandelver that is labeled the Lithanok.
Lithanok. Okay.
You see wavy lines emanate up from these mind flayers to a sketch of Phandelver miles above Lithanok. Tiny humanoid figures in the town that are touched by the wavy lines appear to be transforming into mind flayers. You see also several mathematical formulas calculate the percentage of people who will be transformed into mind flayers. Variables in this equation produce different outcomes from as few as 3 in 10 to as many as 7 in 10 people of the town of Phandelver transforming into mind flayers. And you do make note, Phelix, as you're examining that with Ulmor, that the ritual painfully kills anyone who isn't transformed.
Well, that's fun.
Also, looking at the notes on the map with the annotated spots, it does seem that the Sawplea goblins, the ones with the odd-shaped skulls and such like that, indirectly served 3 mind flayers that draw power from a malevolent far realm godlet named Ilvash, which you have discovered that name before, if you recall.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you first started hearing about the far realm influence. Using their godlet as a warped sort of elder brain, these mind flayers are even more alien than others of their kind. Of course, mind flayer activity in the area around Phandelver isn't new centuries ago, as evidenced in Zorzula's Rest. Mind flayers swept through the Underdark beneath and around Phandelver, consuming and destroying all in their path. That Illithid empire eventually fell, but the mind flayer threat never entirely subsided. Now mind flayers seem to be posing a threat yet again to Phandelver.
Leave them alone.
You can also get details from the map from the ritual that they seem to be performing, which would be something that Shae and Phelix might really be interested in.
Okay.
They seek to enact a dreadful ritual that would transform the entire population into Phandelver, into mind flayers, which is odd because you just read the calculations. But if the brutal process weren't terrifying enough, the ritual would work from a significant distance, even from the far realm itself, and would affect individuals on a large scale. Transforming beings into mind flayers from afar requires a powerful source of magic. And obviously, Phelix, you can intuit, and Shaelren does, perhaps maybe at the same time, think that that's perhaps what this obelisk is.
Mm.
After much communing and research, the Mind Flayer fanatics determined that the Netherese obelisk could power their ritual. Long ago, this obelisk was broken into fragments that are now scattered around the region. The Mind Flayer fanatics need to collect these fragments and rebuild the obelisk as completely as possible so the ancient object can power the ritual. Dun dun dun!
There it is. There it is.
I'm gonna come over to the throne and try to shove it or tip it or move it or slide it.
It is set solidly in the ground. Obviously, this wasn't the Mind Flayer's throne. It's probably some sort of remnants from Gibbet Crossing when it was once a trade center.
I just read something in a book once about treasure being under a throne, so I'm pushing as hard as I can.
It doesn't really budge. You could try to destroy it if you wanted. It would take a little bit of time, but you could destroy the stone throne if you wish.
Ulmor, you want to break a throne? Or you want to move on? Let's just move on.
Sharon does come over and kind of pat you on the shoulder.
I don't have anything against the drones. I've had enough stone biting. Tired of this place.
Everyone go ahead and gain back your inspiration if you've used it, by the way, for discovering the plot of exactly what's going on.
Yeah, this is heavy.
Very heavy.
This is heavy. This is heavy. Oh, no. So what are we going to have to do?
My brother.
Shelburne, what are we going to have to do? Felix, what are we going to have to do? We'll have to kill all the mind flayers. Wait. That sounds fun. Let's go do it. I don't like those guys.
Well, let's start, Sharon says, by investigating the area around us. How's that sound?
Yes, good start. Lead the way. This way.
Looking out into the hallway, Hannibal, you can see that the guard room here actually looks over this west side of this twisting hall to the east.
I'll point that out.
And then again, of course, there is the door up to the north.
Let's see if Hannibal falls or Ulmor falls for it again. I will come up and listen at
All
the
right.
door.
What's up, Hannibal?
All I hear is Ulmor say, "What's up, Hannibal?"
That is correct. That is correct.
All right, everyone here, shall we? Open the door in front of Ulmor. Oh, it opened in front of me. Oh,
As you look
my-
into this room, some sort of vault, jeweled knives, stacks of coins, and other treasures rest on shelves lining the walls of this vault. A large chunk of black stone rests on the floor near a jumble of bones.
Large chunk of stone. Looking at the stone, does it look like the stones that we've been getting, the shards?
Indeed, it does.
Oh, okay. Hannibal, what is that? Is it a shard stone? Look at it.
That is the shard stone.
Oh my.
Open your backpack.
Now you
Or-
understand why the Grimlocks were trying to remove the tower that you now have in your possession.
Okay.
All right. I'll pick up the stone, and if I'm able, how big is it? Big enough to get in my pack? Or
Yeah,
Too
it
large?
represents large, fairly large there. Probably not in your backpack right now that you carry.
okay.
But looking
Okay.
around, you see that the bones on the ground, Hannibal. Sharon kind of walks over near them and sifts through, and you can see you're kind of looking at the bones. Says these were drow.
What happened?
Well,
What happened?
They
It looks
have-
like they.
I'm not sure what exactly happened. I can just tell that they are drow. Perhaps they met some inn or might have been locked in. Perhaps they might have been locked in because of the tower falling and might have starved from starvation. But they have these, and she does pick up. You can see that there's each one of them has a thieves' tools kit. So anyone that wants one can take a thieves' tools kit.
I'll pick
Okay.
one up.
I think I have one. But I'll have another.
As you look around the room, Felix, as you first walk in, you note on the shelves there are stacks of gold coins. There are stacks of silver coins. There are gems. There's a jeweled, beautiful-looking jeweled dagger. There also seems to be a wand, as well as an interesting pack setting on the shelves.
All right. So
Measure.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic. I'm going to use the ability to do it as a ritual, but do it
Mm-hmm.
at the
your-
normal casting time.
From your order of scribes, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously the obelisk fragment glows.
The daggers, the bag,
Oh,
and the wand.
The dagger does not glow magical, but the wand and the it's actually more like a backpack glows
Right.
magical as well. And the obelisk shard itself is about 50 pounds.
Okay.
Measures about more than a foot square.
Okay.
Hey, we got 20 minutes for me to identify these two items.
Shelburne walks over and shuts the door.
That's the door.
I already had.
Oh, okay.
Short rest.
Oh.
Yeah, if you want to take a short rest, you can do so.
Extend it past 20 minutes.
Back.
If you want to take a short rest, you can do that, and then also extend it an extra 20 minutes for Felix to gain a short rest as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
During the ritual
I'd like some
casting
spells
of
like that.
Identify, the wand is a wand of magic detection.
Solid.
Okay.
Nice.
And the backpack. Ulmor, do you have something to carry the shard in?
Oh, I do. Can I use that?
Heward's handy
Ooh.
haversack.
Oh,
What?
we've been looking for one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gundren did have a portable hole you guys were lusting after for a while, but now you have something of your own that you can use to carry things in.
Side pouches can hold up to 20 pounds, not exceeding 2 cubic feet. Large pouch can hold up to 80 pounds. The backpack only weighs 5 pounds. Wow.
So yeah, you can easily put the shard into the haversack.
Yes. Oh, and then placing. Okay, never mind. We don't want to do that.
You don't want to place the bag of holding a portable.
Oh, I see at the bottom. Yeah, the bottom thing.
Although
yeah,
you can if things get dire.
Well, yeah, we could. Yeah. Go out with a bang. And end up who knows where. All right. That's Heward's handy haversack.
Would you like to know how much gold and silver is in there?
Of course.
So you did write down the 1,300 gold from the strongbox, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, in here, during the short rest, you can count it all up and stuff like that while Phelix is casting the ritual spells. There are 5,900 gold.
Whoa.
The dagger, the jeweled daggers, with 200 gold.
Okay.
There are 11 jazz synths, sorry, that are worth 90 gold each, the gems. There is 14,050 silver pieces.
Oh. 15,050?
14,050, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Luckily, you have a handy haversack to carry all of this loot out of the dungeon, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Andy Haversack. I like this.
And of course, if you guys all want to just add to your character sheets, add a set of thieves tools, feel free to do so.
Okay.
Does anyone already have a set of thieves tools?
I already have a set.
So you can keep the second set if you want. Go ahead, Felix.
I apparently don't have a set. I must have been borrowing.
You had been, yes, that was discussed, yeah. Because you are proficient as an urchin, but you didn't have them because you were using Ulmor's. So Ulmor, you can have two sets, or you can give one to Shae. It's up to you.
Give one to Shelrin, or yeah.
Just keep it. Just keep it. She says she has no skill with picking locks, and you notice she's not the most dexterous of elves.
Right on. Right. Okay.
Before resting, Sharon will use a Harness Divine Power to gain back a spell slot as well.
Okay, so I gained back 4 levels worth of spell slots.
Did you use that on the last short rest, though, before? Nope. Okay, perfect.
No.
Take back your level 3 or your level 4?
I'll do a 3 and a 1.
Okay. Using Arcane Recovery from the wizard?
Yep.
And your short rest is eerily quiet.
Eerily quiet. Which can be good.
We still have the one for the shard piece from the other. What's it called?
The crypt?
place before the crypt. Yeah, we still have that, right? We can toss that in the
Yeah,
handy sack as well.
sure.
So we have.
So I think you debated either taking it back to Phandelver, which would have been a number of days to travel. That is up to you if you want to. I mean, you have 2 shards now. It might behoove you to head back to Phandelver because you were storing the other ones at your clubhouse, as it were, for Ulmor, what we call it, your clubhouse.
Yeah.
And Gwen Orsong was there kind of studying them and such. I mean,
Gwen.
this place will be here still when you return. I mean, it's been overrun by creatures from the Underdark. It's totally up to you if you want to continue exploring. That's totally up to you.
We got a lot of money that we can exchange for goods as well.
That is true.
What do you guys think?
Let's go back.
Want to head back to town?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Let's go back. This pack is really nice, but I'd like to get rid of these shards. Take them back to the clubhouse, just in case. I don't want one of those squid heads to knock me out and make me do something silly with it, and they get it back.
Okay, so is it agreed then, Hannibal?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go ahead and move you all over to our Sword Coast map. Again, give it crossing. Let me go ahead and bring that over to your map as well. Oh, oops, GM layer. There we go. Coming out of Give It Crossing back up the tunnel, which you entered from Talhundreth, just outside. You're able to come back to the surface. And again, each hex, if you travel the road, I believe I have the measurements all set up. It's about 13 miles back to Coneyberry. And then from Coneyberry, it's another 35 miles, about 45 miles back to, about 50 miles overall back to Phandelver itself. You can travel, I believe your travel pace can be up to 18 miles a day.
It's about 3 days.
Double check that again, overland travel. Wait, this is for Rime of the Frostmaiden. You're not traveling through travel pace. There we go. About 18 miles a day. Yeah.
Okay.
That is just a normal, I'm sorry, a normal movement. If you go slow, it's 18 miles a day. Normal movement is 24 miles a day. So you can get there basically about 2 days.
All right.
And I believe you did have, was everyone riding horses this time around? Did you leave the cart back at Phandelver and we're just on horseback this time? I can't remember.
I think we've just been on horseback the last few times.
I know. Yeah, we didn't bring the cart. We didn't want to have to.
Yeah. Okay. So let me do this. All right, you are good, and it does take you 2 days. So obviously, take the benefits of a long rest for your character sheets as well. and are able to make it back. Basically, on day 3 that morning, you're able to make your way back into Phandelver.
Made it back.
To the clubhouse.
If you want to go to the clubhouse first before heading back into town, you can easily stop there, rest that evening, and then the third morning, make your way to the town itself. What do you want to drop off at the clubhouse? Anything you want to leave behind there? Obviously, the 2 shards. Your clubhouse is in pristine condition now, by the way. Everything's been repaired. It's been cleaned up. Obviously, many of the town folk, and thanks, of course, to what you've been doing as the helping hands of Phandelver, have definitely put all the work in together. Each one of you have, of course, you split up the rooms and such like that from before. And there's also a nice little study area for Phelix and Gwen to use. The shrine has been changed around a little bit with the help of the sister from the Shrine of Luck, with an area for Sharon to use for Illustrae as well as Salune. And of course, Gwen will definitely get to work on putting one together for Dumathoin if you like Hannibal.
I think we should. I think it's only right.
Okay. And she also asked if anyone else would like anything else from the deities that you might worship. What about you, Ulmor and Phelix? You follow any particular religion?
Well, the town, let's see. Ulmor was really...
Sister Garael was she's a priestess of Timora, the goddess of luck.
Okay, that's where he was. He had become very interested in Timora when he was there, dealing with her earlier.
Well, if that was the case, then she would have went ahead and put a small little shrine to Timora in there for you as well. Okay. I mean, nothing like the shrine in town, but like little areas where you can sit down and say your prayers and things of that nature.
Yeah, he was all about that. He thought luck was a good thing, and that feels like he needs it. So yeah.
And what about for Phelix? Anything for Mistra or Zuth or anything like that?
No.
Savras?
He was never much of a god person.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's a shrine, a small little shrine, not like anything that's major in your home now, to Dumathoin, Timora, Illustrae, and Salune, as I say. And you can make your way the next morning, which is the third morning, into town, and Barthen's Provisions is open. Obviously, you don't have to pay for obviously anything at the Stonehill Inn. Toblin definitely has an open invitation for you to come for meals or anything of that nature. He's not, if you have to stay at the inn, he's not going to charge you obviously for rooms or anything of that nature. So what would you like to do now that you're back in town?
Well, first to get rid of some of these items that we needed to get rid of.
Okay.
The dagger and what else did we have? Well, just with what we had this time, if you guys want to, if we sell the dagger and, I didn't even put this on there. The gems, whether 90 gold pieces each.
There's 11 of them. That's 990 gold each, or 990 gold.
990 gold. Okay, so 990, and then splitting the gold up. If we could just split it up, we've got.
Keep in mind, I don't know if you had found the amethyst last session or not, but those 4 amethysts, those would not count if you happen to have those on that list.
No, they're not on there.
They weren't. Okay, cool.
Okay. Plus 2201. Okay, just with those and what we had this episode or this
Session.
this session, it would equal to each of us have 2,448 gold, 0.75. So
7 silver, 5 copper.
seven silver, 5 copper.
So what was the total?
2,448 gold. That is the silver pieces converted, the gems converted, the gold pieces that we found, and the sale of the dagger.
Obviously, you can convert those also to platinum between the Lion's Shield Coster and Barthen's Provisions. Obviously, it will take them a little bit of time to get some of those. They will have to send some of the trade, giving you, some writs saying that you do have this coin. So if you need to spend the coin, obviously you can, but that way you don't have to carry that amount of coin on you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
You can also convert whatever you'd like into platinum pieces as well. But it will take a couple of days for them to do anything of that nature, getting things back and forth between here in Neverwinter to be able to actually have the coinage itself. But it's all notated. That way you can actually put it on your character sheets that you do have that wealth. All right. Well, it is pretty close to the top of the hour, so let's go ahead since we're just having a 2-hour session here. I'm assuming at the beginning of next session you'll be heading back to Gibbet's Crossing to find out any more information.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So you'll go ahead and obviously take the benefits of the long rest. Think about if there's anything you want to purchase between now and next session, next Sunday. We'll go ahead and be able to arrange for you to pick those up. Also think about how many days you want to stay here in town before heading back out to Gibbet's Crossing, knowing that it will take you at least 2 days to get there. That way we can chat about that between now and then. In case, you never know, the dungeon might be repopulated by some other stuff in that time period. Who knows? I mean, it's been there for at least a century without anything. But of course, thanks, of course, to all of our supporters, especially our patrons from Patreon. Thanks to all of those who resubbed and the gift subs and your Prime subs today. Very much appreciated. Obviously, if you'd like to help support the channel, go ahead and sub here, twitch.tv/themasterofdungeons, or you can support us on Patreon. The link to our Patreon page as well as our YouTube channel and all of our social media accounts can be found in the About Us section below here on Twitch. If you would subscribe to us on YouTube, it is free to do. Like and comment on the videos, share them with your friends, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Give us some likes, retweets, all of that good stuff. Every sub, like, and share helps us immensely. You can also support us by clicking on the About Us section below and hit the Discord panel and join the Master of Dungeons community Discord server. We can help shape an accepting, caring, and inclusive community for D&D. The merch store is also open. Anything you purchase from the merch store will directly help support the channel. Tomorrow night, we'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern for our Around the Campfire stream. Going to be going back to Dead by Daylight tomorrow evening. Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll have a episode of Dungeons and Deliberations, talking about D&D, working on some Roll20 stuff, and just discussing being a dungeon master and player in general. Anything that you all would like to add before we sign off for the night?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, thanks for playing tonight, guys. Great job. And thanks to all of you watching tonight for gracing us with your presence as well. It's awesome that you would choose to spend your Sunday evening with us. That's very, very cool and very awesome for you to do as well. We're going to go ahead and find a raid, so stick around for a few while we get ready to set that raid up. But thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. If not tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Have a great rest of your evening. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, and we'll talk to you very soon. Like I said, stick around for that raid. Until we talk again, happy adventuring.